Leafs, you absolutely suck. As a diehard Leafs fan, we're sick and tired of this shit. We're sick and tired. I had to swear a bit, sorry. But I think that's fine. 4-0. I understand it's 2 empty net goals, but 4-0. 3-2 series. One more win and it's 3-3. If we ever lose this 3-0 comeback, I'm never cheering for the Toronto Maple Leafs again.
Yeah, I agree. If they ever make a 3-0 comeback to the Senators make a 3-0 comeback. Out of all the teams, the Senators. Never cheering for the Leafs again. How do you not get a goal? This series, first of all, to all the Leafs fans out there that are watching this series could have gone either way. We won all our games in overtime.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3 in overtime. Overtime. And the only one and then the latest one that we lost, we got blown out.
Yeah.
I get empty net, but it's still blown out. You got 4-0. You couldn't break through. You gave a shutout. Omar played amazing, but still a shutout at the end of the day.
First time Omar, not Omar.
Yeah, it's Omar.
Oh, I thought
Omar.
I thought you were saying brother Omar.
No, it's Omar. Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, where did a brown guy come into hockey? That doesn't exist.
Oh no, Nas is there.
Yeah, just joking around, but so.
But yeah, Leafs.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Yeah, Leafs.
And I chose my Tim Hortons picks. For anyone that in Canada knows about Tim Hortons, I chose Max Domi, and I chose Mitch Marner.
Dumb picks.
And I thought it was going to be, I honestly thought this game was going to be a blowout by the Leafs. I thought that was it. We're going to blow them out. They're going to go home. That's it. But now we're one game away from potentially going to Game 7. If it goes Game 7, anyone can win.
Yeah. That's, Leafs fans are not comfortable with 3-2 series. We're barely comfortable with 3-1.
The 3-1 was pushing it.
We've had too many collapses in games, in series, and not... Last year, I believe, was the first time in 20 years we passed the first round.
Yeah.
And I think that was to Ottawa Senators.
Yep.
That was the last time we did it. But that was with Matt Sundin and those legends. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I'm hoping they win. But the next series is also going to be tough. See, now they're going to have injuries. They're going to be tired. They could have easily just got rid of the series 4-1 max and rest up while Tampa and Florida fight it out. But it's Leafs. What can you expect?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Next game's tomorrow. Let's see what happens. One more loss, and I don't even know what to say. You ever blow a 3-0 lead, you can never cheer for the Leafs again. I think I'm done with the Leafs at that point. Then you gotta just break apart the team, but we'll discuss that when we get there. Hopefully we don't ever get there. But this team is not giving me much hope for the next round either now. I think the Senators are the worst team in the playoffs. Out of all the teams in the playoffs on any conference, Senators are the worst. In my opinion, I think they're the worst team. And somehow, we may go to Game 7 with them. That's not the best look. And I think the toughest player playing on our team that's actually playing tough is John Tavares. John Tavares is too old to be the toughest player on our team.
But that's always the Leafs' problem. No physicality. You could bump our goalie, nothing gonna happen. You can hit our player from behind, nothing's gonna happen. That's always been the Leafs' issue. Hopefully, I really believe this was the year, though. We still might. We still might,
yeah.
But if not,
that's all hope, yeah.
Then I think we're just not a playoff team. I think we're just a regular season team, and we need to build around being a playoff team, and don't worry about the regular season. Just squeeze in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true, but we'll get to that when or if, hopefully they don't get eliminated by the Ottawa Senators.
By the way,
but I do believe the Leafs are going to close out the series next game.
I believe so too. I think they're going to blow them out 3-0, 4-1.
I'm not that confident in that anymore. I just hope they squeeze out a win.
I still believe in this team. Matthews needs to do more. Matthews needs to do a lot more.
Yeah.
Where are your goals now?
I don't know. Don't be scoring in the regular season and not now.
I think Tavares is playing well.
Marner's playing pretty well.
Marner's playing.
I think he has the most points in the playoffs on our team.
To be honest, I haven't seen much of Nylander, but I let me just confirm this. By the way, in the meantime, did you see when the Leafs players were walking in they showed some guy recorded on TikTok, Pacioretty and the goalie Stolars walking to the game. like under the bridge to the
Yeah.
to the Scotiabank Center, and no fans recognize them. They're just walking in suits. I'm like, come on, that's how unknown these players are.
No, that's because they're newer.
Yeah, Max Pacioretty's been playing.
No, but newer to the Leafs. And he's not a star on the Leafs.
But Max Pacioretty is pretty big, like known.
Yeah, I guess so. But also, like, that being said, though, that's like a lot of celebrities. A lot of celebrities, even as famous as they are, especially if they're not like ball players or you can pick them out because they're 7 feet tall, they kind of just blend in like everyday people.
Yeah, Nylander, I question him. One goal, 5 assists, 6 points. It's a good playoffs, but I still think he needs to score more. Tavares was terrible last game though, -3.
Yeah.
That's not.
Last game wasn't his best game. Last game wasn't anyone's best game.
I'm just trying to pull up the exact stats. I don't want to just hate on Matthews. Matthews is a -4. He was on the ice for every single goal.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me, Matthews? He also has 6 points, but it didn't seem like he's dominating. I'm looking at the goals. That's why I'm like, I rarely see Matthews score. I see him score 1 goal, and that's what he had. 1 goal in the series.
Yeah.
But he has 5 assists, but he needs to do more. He needs to still score more. And you can't be a -4.
Yeah. What's Marner at?
Oh, in the series? He was also -4 last game.
Yeah, but the last game was just a bad game for all of them.
Marner has the most 1 goal, 6 assists. Why they all have 1 goal?
Yeah, they all have 1 goal. Someone needs to score more than 1 goal.
Nylander, Marner, Matthews have the assists but no goals. You need to score the goals.
You need to score the goals. That's what you're there for, especially Matthews.
Tavares the only one with 3 goals.
That's what you're there for.
Look, Tavares, 3 goals.
Yeah.
They should have been 3 goals. 5 games, 3 goals around there. But yeah, anyways, Leafs, we'll discuss your next game if you lose again. But hopefully they win. Hopefully they pull it off.
Yeah, I really do think they're going to end up pulling it off next game and close out the series. I'm really hoping for it because once it goes to Game 7, I'm losing hope.
If they get out, you already know who I'm going for, McJesus.
Yeah, they get out. It's looking like we're going for McJesus. No, actually, I take it back. I'm going for Ovechkin. They get out, I'm going for Ovi, the greatest goal scorer of all time.
See, look at McJesus' stats. 2 goals, 8 assists. That's McJesus.
Look at Ovechkin's stat.
Oh, we're going to have to pull up stats.
Hold on, we're going to have to pull up stats to talk about the best player right now that's playing.
Who are the leaders of the playoffs?
Okay, yeah.
Why not the leaders of the playoffs? Kemp and McDavid and Draisaitl are all tied with 10 points.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's
We
insane.
forgot about Draisaitl.
Yeah, you forgot about
Goals
Draisaitl.
scored. I forgot about Nathan McKinnon. 5 goals.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And Bold. Honestly, I don't even know who Boldy is. And Kaprizov. I know Kaprizov. I don't know Boldy. But he has 5 goals in the playoffs, leading the thing. And Connor McDavid leading the stats. McKinnon, see? That's what Matthews needs to do. 5 goals, 2 assists.
Yeah.
That's what McKinnon-
Where's Ovechkin at, though? I just want to see because he just broke the goal scoring record this year.
Ovechkin, I don't
Let's
think-
see where he's at in the playoffs.
Oh, he's playing today.
And by the way, I think Carolina Hurricanes are the one favorite to win the Stanley Cup. But I'm not 100% sure about that.
4 points, 3 goals.
Yeah, see, 4 games, 4 points, 3 goals.
Well, Marner and Matthews have more points, but like
But this guy had 3 goals. He's also 38 years old.
39.
39 years old, yeah. They're in their 20s.
Yeah.
They're in the prime of their careers at the tail end of his career.
Yeah.
I'm going for Ovechkin if the Leafs get out, but I'm going to keep my hopes up high for now. And I'm going to hope that we can squeeze out at least the first round win. I don't have much hope for them after, but we'll see. You never know. Sometimes you could have a close series and then start blowing out a team that you should have a close series to. So you never know what happens, but let's hope they can close it.
We gotta give respect to Leon Draisaitl. He might be top 2 players in the whole league.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he
Sometimes
could be.
he's better than McDavid,
Yeah.
to be honest. But he's an amazing player. Anyways, it's not about Oilers. It's about Leafs. Still hoping on Leafs, and let's see if they can pull it off next game.